What if one military exercise could shake global markets, redraw power lines in Asia, and bring the world's two biggest superpowers closer to confrontation? In the last few days, China has launched major military drills around Taiwan, surrounding the island by air and sea. Fighter jets, warships, missile units, moving in coordinated formations that Beijing says are routine, but which the world knows are anything but. So what's really happening here? Is this just another warning shot, or a rehearsal for something far bigger? Tonight, we break down what China's drills mean, why Taiwan is at the center of global geopolitics, and how the United States and its allies are responding, because what happens in the Taiwan Strait could affect every corner of the world. To understand these drills, we need to understand why Taiwan matters so much. Taiwan is a self-governed island with a population of over 23 million people. It has its own democratic government, military, and economy. But China claims Taiwan is part of its territory and has never ruled out using force to take it back. For Beijing, Taiwan is not just land. It's about national identity, historical claims, and political legitimacy. For the world, Taiwan is something else entirely. Taiwan produces over 60% of the world's semiconductors and nearly 90% of the most advanced chips. These chips power everything from smartphones and cars to artificial intelligence systems and U.S. military hardware. If Taiwan falls under Chinese control, or if war disrupts production, the global economy could be thrown into chaos. This is why every Chinese military move around Taiwan sets off alarms in Washington, Tokyo, and beyond. China's latest drills are among the largest and most coordinated seen in recent years. According to Chinese state media, the exercises involve naval blockade simulations, Air Force patrols crossing the Taiwan Strait median line, missile units practicing long-range strikes, joint operations between Army, Navy, Air Force, and rocket forces. What's especially significant is where these drills are happening. Chinese warships and aircraft are operating on multiple sides of Taiwan, effectively simulating an encirclement. Military analysts say this resembles a blockade scenario, one of the most likely strategies China would use if it wanted to pressure Taiwan without launching a full invasion. Beijing says the drills are a response to external interference and Taiwanese separatism. Translation: a warning to Taiwan and to the United States. Whenever China moves near Taiwan, one question dominates global headlines. How will the United States respond? The U.S. follows a policy known as strategic ambiguity. It does not officially recognize Taiwan as an independent country, but it does supply Taiwan with weapons and has hinted that it would help defend the island if attacked. China views this as hypocrisy. The U.S. views it as deterrence. In response to the drills, U.S. officials have reaffirmed their commitment to peace in the Taiwan Strait. American warships continue freedom of navigation operations in the region. U.S. allies like Japan and Australia are closely monitoring the situation. The Pentagon has been careful with its language, calm, measured, but the message is clear. The U.S. is watching closely. Here's the big question everyone is asking. Is China preparing to invade Taiwan? The honest answer is, not necessarily tomorrow. But these drills are absolutely part of long-term preparation. Military experts say China is testing response times, practicing coordination between forces, normalizing large-scale operations near Taiwan, wearing down Taiwan's military through constant pressure. This strategy is known as gray zone warfare. It's aggressive but stops just short of open war. Instead of one sudden invasion, China applies continuous pressure, hoping Taiwan and its supporters eventually crack. The danger is miscalculation. One wrong move, one accidental collision, one misunderstood signal, and suddenly the situation spirals out of control. Taiwan, for its part, is not backing down. Taiwan's military has scrambled fighter jets, deployed naval assets, activated missile defense systems, maintained high alert without escalating. Taiwanese officials say they will not be provoked. But they also make one thing clear: Taiwan will defend itself. Public opinion in Taiwan has also shifted over the years. More citizens now identify as Taiwanese rather than Chinese, and support for maintaining autonomy is strong, especially among younger generations. This makes peaceful reunification, China's stated goal, increasingly unlikely. If tensions over Taiwan escalate, the consequences would be global. Here's why. Global trade. 1/3 of global shipping passes through nearby waters. Technology. Semiconductor shortages could dwarf those seen during COVID. Markets. Stock markets worldwide would react instantly. Alliances, NATO, Japan, South Korea, and others could be drawn in. This would not be a regional conflict, it would be a world-altering crisis. That's why even countries far from Asia are watching China's drills with growing concern. In the short term, the drills will likely end, but the pressure will continue. Expect more frequent Chinese military operations, increased U.S. naval presence, greater arms sales to Taiwan, rising rhetoric from all sides. In the long term, Taiwan remains the most dangerous flashpoint on Earth. Not because war is inevitable, but because the stakes are so high and the margin for error is so small. China's military drills around Taiwan are not just exercises. They are messages. Messages to Taiwan, messages to Washington, messages to the world. And each drill brings us closer to a moment where diplomacy must work or face consequences that could reshape the global order. The question is no longer if Taiwan matters. The question is how far the world is willing to go to protect it. If you want clear, unbiased breakdowns of global power struggles and geopolitical flashpoints, subscribe to the channel. Like the video to support independent analysis. And comment below, do you think China will ever invade Taiwan, or is this all strategic pressure?